I think so. Hi, I'm Rick Walker with the SST Car Show, and we are at the Ottawa-Gatineau International Auto Show at the Shaw Centre in downtown Ottawa. And I'm with Terry O'Keefe of OMVIC, which stands for Ontario Motor Vehicle
Industry Council. You were there.
Which is the regulatory body for car dealers.
Exactly.
And you guys are set up to protect consumers.
That is our mandate, consumer protection.
Right. And I guess to set standards for the industry, and I guess also in some ways it provides some degree of protection for dealers as well.
It does, because not only, all dealers and salespeople have to be registered with OMVIC in order to operate legally. We're here to assist consumers who have encounter those rare problems with a registered dealer. But if a dealer happened to have a problem with a different dealer, we could also try and mediate that situation as well.
Right, and I guess it kind of gets rid of some of those curbsiders that we hear about, who may be engaged in practices that might not be so consumer friendly, and therefore I guess create unfair competition for dealers who are there to provide proper service and protection for consumers.
Very, very true. And curbsiders, they really are a problem in the industry. In fact, I'll call them a scourge, because what they are is they're an illegal, unlicensed dealer. And not only are they unfair competition to registered dealers, but the most common source of inventory, the cars they sell, is salvage auctions. They're buying rebuilt wrecks, fixing them up, and I put fixing in quotations, and then selling them to unsuspecting consumers. And the other thing that we've really noticed in the last year to 2 years with curbsiders is they're selling vehicles with rolled back odometers.
Well, I can understand how that would be a huge problem, but I thought that was something that was more from the past when you had analog odometers, but you're telling me that in the digital age today, that's still happening?
Exactly. Anything that can be done electronically can be undone, and they've found a way. For a few $100s in eBay, you can buy the device you need, quite frankly, that will reprogram the dash on many of today's cars. And they're rolling back the odometers, and it's become common. I hate to say that. We have one curbsider we convicted 2 years ago. That's what he was doing, bringing high mileage but late model pickup trucks from out west, rolling back the odometers and selling them to unsuspecting consumers. He was fined, he and the company he used to do this, $393,000. Within months of that conviction, he was charged again. He was convicted, and he's currently incarcerated. He's doing a 450-day jail sentence for it. And on Monday, he's going to be sentenced on a third count for doing exactly the same thing. And we even know of private sellers that have got their car advertised in online marketplaces, receiving emails from whomever saying, your car would sell faster and for more money if it had lower kilometers on it. Give me a call if you want me to spin the odometer back for you.
$393,000, you would think that would be some sort of deterrent, right?
He's appealed. So, but no, obviously it was not a deterrent.
My God. Okay, so how can you detect this activity?
It can be difficult. The easiest things that you should do is get a vehicle history report, car proof, Carfax, something like that. It will have some historical odometer information. The used vehicle information package that a private seller is supposed to give a buyer, it has historical odometer information. But the curbsider we were just talking about, he was bringing cars from outside the province in, so there would be no historical odometer information on the Ontario UVIP. And we're even seeing curbsiders that have bought the UVIP, and it did have an Ontario history, scanning the UVIP into their computer, using Photoshop to remove the odometer information, and then printing it out and using that. So the consumer doesn't know about the rollback from looking at the documentation. So a vehicle history report, and take the vehicle to your mechanic, because they may notice things like, why is the upholstery so worn on a car that supposedly only has 80,000 kilometers? Why does the windshield look like it's been sandblasted? Why does the suspension components look like they need to be replaced at this low kilometers? There are signs, but you have to know what you're looking for.
Right. Even brake pedal wear and things like that.
Yeah,
right?
Good point. Even the rubber on the pedals, that can be a sign of a high mileage car. And unfortunately, they're able to spin the odometer, and that near end of life car has suddenly found the fountain of youth. And probably the best giveaway though is the price, because they know what they're selling. These cars are often priced below market value, and as they say, something it's too good to believe. It is too good to believe. That's a warning, not an opportunity.
Right. If people needed more information or clarification on this, is there a website or someplace they can go for information?
OMVIC.ca, lots of information, car buying tips, and how to spot a curbsider and some of the common tricks that they use.
All right. Well, Terry, thank you very much for joining us on the program.
Always a pleasure.
It shouldn't just be buyer beware when you're making what can be and usually is the second largest investment of your life.
You're going to put your family in that car. You want to make sure that it's safe and then everything about it has been properly disclosed.
That's right. Thank you.